Hello, welcome to my channel Biology the Living Science. Today we will discuss chapter 2 of 11th science, and the name of topic is biological classification. In this topic we will study the method of classification, which type of criteria was used during classification, which scientist give his contribution, and what is the current scenario of classification. So we will discuss NCERT syllabus. We will read each and every line of textbook and we will discuss in every day. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. सबसे पहले, since the dawn of civilization there have been many attempts to classify living organism. मतलब जब से समाज का निर्माण हुआ है तब से जीव यानी कि ऑर्गेनिज्म यानी कि लिविंग एंटिटी को क्लासीफाई करने के लिए बहुत सारे अटेम्प्ट किए गए हैं. सबसे पहला जो क्राइटेरिया था, इट वाज नॉट सिग्निफिकेंट, नॉट यूजिंग अ क्राइटेरिया that were scientific but born out need to use of our own use for food and shelter. So the first criteria used for classification of biological entity was our use of that particular thing for food, shelter और clothing. मतलब कि कोई सी चीज़ को हम किस पर्पस के लिए यूज करते हैं, फूड के लिए, शेल्टर के लिए या क्लोथिंग के लिए, उसके हिसाब से इनिशियल क्लासिफिकेशन हुआ था. सो इनिशियल क्लासिफिकेशन वाज नॉट हैविंग अ स्ट्रॉन्ग साइंटिफिक बेस. इट वाज जस्ट डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम यूजेज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग, आइदर फॉर फूड, फॉर शेल्टर और क्लोथिंग. बट समहाउ आवर फर्स्ट हीरो इज Aristotle. What Aristotle done? Aristotle was the earliest to attempt a more scientific base of classification. और एरिस्टोटल पहले साइंटिस्ट थे जिन्होंने साइंटिफिकली क्लासिफिकेशन का दौर चालू किया. He used a simple morphological characters to classify plant into trees, shrub and herb. सो एरिस्टोटल ने सिंपली मॉर्फोलॉजिकल कैरेक्टर्स, मतलब तो प्लांट जिस तरह से दिखता है, बड़ा प्लांट है तो उसको ट्रीज में, छोटा है तो उसको श्रब, और बहुत छोटा है तो उसको हर्ब. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एरिस्टोटल क्लासिफाइड द प्लांट बेस्ड ऑन morphological characteristics and they classified into trees, shrub and herbs. Same way he also divide animals into two groups. The first group was animal having red blood and animal having not, those did not having red blood. So Aristotle divide plant into three categories based on morphological character. First is tree, shrub and herbs. Secondly, he also divide animals in two groups. First is having red blood and second is third not having red blood. So this was first attempt of Aristotle which was scientifically and divide animal plant in 2 and 3 and 2 group respectively. But then our second hero was Carolus Linnaeus, or also known as Linnaeus. He gave a concept of two kingdom. One kingdom is Plantae and second one is Animalia. So Linnaeus time a two kingdom system of classification with Plantae and Animalia kingdom was developed, and that include all plants and animals respectively. But this system did not distinguish between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organism, and photosynthetic and नॉन फोटोसिंथेटिक ऑर्गेनिज्म. अभी हम अपनी गाड़ी को थोड़ा सा ब्रेक लगाएंगे और ये बात बताएंगे कि व्हाट इज़ मीनिंग ऑफ प्रोकैरियोट, व्हाट इज़ मीनिंग ऑफ यूकैरियोट, व्हाट इज़ मीनिंग ऑफ यूनिसेल्युलर, मल्टीसेल्युलर, फोटोसिंथेटिक. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेंगे एग्जांपल ऑफ यूकैरियोटिक. यूकैरियोटिक मीन्स एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म हैविंग वेल डेवलप्ड न्यूक्लियस, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं कोश केंद्र. जिस ऑर्गेनिज्म का सेल में वेल डेवलप्ड न्यूक्लियस होता है उसको हम बोलते हैं प्रोकैरियोट्स. बट द ऑर्गेनिज्म हैविंग प्रिमिटिव, मतलब जिसमें प्राथमिक कक्षा का न्यूक्लियस है, उसको हम बोलते हैं प्रोकैरियोट्स. कैरियोट्स स्टैंड फॉर न्यूक्लियस, प्रो मीन्स प्राइमरी, यू मीन्स a well developed. So eukaryotes contain a well developed nucleus, prokaryotes contain primitive nucleus. Unicellular stand means a organism having a single cell in his body, means an organism made up of only one cell. Name suggests it is unicellular. But if organism is made up of multiple cells, then it is called multicellular organism. Same thing, if organism is capable to make its own food by photosynthetic, then it is called photosynthetic organism. For example, plant is capable to produce its own food by help of sunlight. It is called photosynthetic. But if any organism like us or many animals, they are not capable to produce their own food by photosynthesis, this type of organism is called non-photosynthetic. So in case of Linnaeus classification, the classification of two kingdom, plant and animalia, he was not able to distinguish between these two organisms, this type of organism. For example, it was not clear that how to put organism in animal or plant kingdom. For example, eukaryotic, prokaryotic, unicellular, multicellular, photosynthetic or non-photosynthetic. The classification of Linnaeus was inadequate. For example, the two kingdom classification used for long time was found inadequate. Basically, gross morphology, a need was also felt for including other characteristics like cell structure, means if organism contains cell, which type of cell, how different type of cell are interconnected, the function of cell, it was not described in classification. Second one is nature of cell wall. If organism contain cellulosic material, if organism contain chitin cell wall, or if organism contains cell wall or cell wall is actually organism. The mode of nutrition, especially how organism take its nutrition, where it found, how it reproduce, and how each organism is connected with another organism by evolutionary relationship. So this was missing thing in Linnaeus classification. We will once again repeat. Two kingdom classification used for long time was found inadequate. Besides gross morphology, a need was also felt for including other characteristics like cell structure, nature of cell wall, mode of nutrition, habitat, method of reproduction, and evolutionary relationship. It is classification system for living organisms have hence undergo a several change over the time. As well as we gain some knowledge from our surrounding, we have revised the classification system. So the classification system has gone a multiple revision over the time. Though plant and animal kingdom were been constant under all different system. जो भी हमने रिवीजन किया, as we have gained any knowledge, but plant and animal kingdom has been each and every time a plant part of classification. So though the plant and animal kingdoms have been constant under all different systems, the understanding of what group or what organism be included under this kingdom have been changing. The number and nature of other kingdom have also been understood differently by a different scientists over the time. The third scientist on classification was R.H. Whitaker in 1969. He proposed a five kingdoms classification. So the Whitaker was the first scientist who proposed a five kingdom classification, and the proposed kingdom was Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. The main criteria for classification used by Whitaker was cell structure, body organization, mode of nutrition, means how organisms take their nutrition, how they reproduce, reproduction, and a phylogenetic relationship. These are the criteria which was missed by Linnaeus. It was used by R.H. Whitaker for classification of organism, and we make five kingdom. First is Monera, second is Protista, third is Fungi, fourth Plantae, and five is Animalia. For more discussion, we will discuss table number 2.1, give a comparative accounts of different characteristic of five kingdom. So let's have a look on table number 2.1. Before we go in detailed discussion, let us have some understanding of or some definition of words. For example, we have discussed the meaning of prokaryote, meaning of eukaryote, we are clear. Non-cellulosic means a substance having absence of cellulose, means non-cellulosic. Nuclear membrane is a very thin membrane surrounded to nucleus जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं कोश केंद्र, उसके आसपास जो एक थिन लेयर होता है यानी एक मेम्ब्रेन होता है, उसको हम बोलते हैं न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन. बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मतलब हाउ ऑर्गेनिज्म इज मेड अप. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म का बॉडी किस तरह से बना है, एक सेल है, दो सेल है, मल्टीपल सेल है, या सेल में से टिश्यू बना हुआ है, टिश्यू से ऑर्गन बना है, ऑर्गन सिस्टम बना है, तो उस चीज़ को हम बोलते हैं बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. मोड ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन मतलब हाउ ऑर्गेनिज्म गेट्स इट फूड, हाउ दे गेट न्यूट्रिशन. सो वी विल now discuss in detail. First of all, we will take cell type. So in Monera, the organisms are prokaryotic, means having very primary nucleus. In Protista, it is eukaryotic, having a well developed nucleus. Fungi, it is eukaryotic. Plantae, it is eukaryotic, and Animalia, it is eukaryotic. For Monera, you can take example of bacteria. For Protista, you can example of slime mold. For fungi, you can example of Penicillium. Plant, you can take example of any tree, or Animalia, you can take example of any animal like human being. The second portion or second thing is cell wall, means a wall surrounded by cell. In Monera, it is non-cellulosic, but it is containing polysaccharide and amino acid. In Protista, it present in some but having absence in many. In fungi, it is a very important. Fungi having a chitin in the cell wall. In plants, cell wall is made up of cellulose, but in Animalia, cell wall is absolutely absent. So this was differentiation based on cell wall. In Morera, it is non-cellulosic. In Protista, present in some. In fungi, it contains chitin. In plant, it is made up of cellulose, and in case of animal, it is totally absent. Third is nuclear membrane, means a membrane surrounded into nucleus. In Monera, it is absent. In Protista, nuclear membrane is present. In fungi, it is also present. In plant, it is present, and in Animalia, it is also present. So it was all about presence of nuclear membrane. Now, fourth one is body organization, means how body is made up. Monera, especially the type of bacteria, are cellular, means they are having a cell in their body. Same way, Protista is also cellular, but in case of fungi, it is multicellular. मतलब इस चीज़ में एक से ज़्यादा सेल होते हैं, जिसको हम बोलते हैं multicellular. It is made up of more than one cell. In plant, many cell make a part called tissue, and tissue make organ. Similarly, in Animalia, cells make tissue, tissue makes organ, and organ make organ system. Tissue, organ system. So it was how body organization was included in classification of organism. Or fifth is mode of nutrition, मतलब how organism take it nutrition. It is a very critical and very important topic to understand. Our first example is Monera. Monera is autotrophic and heterotrophic. First of all, we take example of, or we will understand what is autotrophic. Autotrophic are the organism who make his own food. For example, any organism is making his own food is called autotrophic. But if any organism engulf or it take any another organism as a food, then it is called heterotrophic. For example, saprophytic or parasitism. Autotrophic means केमिनोस्टैटिक एंड फोटोसिंथेटिक, यानी ये जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है या ये कोई केमिकल यूज़ करते हैं या फिर लाइट का यूज़ करते हैं, यानी फोटोसिंथेटिक. बट इन केस ऑफ हेटरोट्रोपिक दे आर सेप्रोफाइटिक. सेप्रोफाइटिक मीन्स एनी ऑर्गेनिज्म विच आर लिविंग इन थिंग विच इज डिकेइंग और वी आर नॉट, इट इज नॉट अ यूजफुल थिंग. सेकंड वन इज parasitic, means organism using any another organism for as a food. Protista are autotrophic and heterotrophic, same. They are both. They can make their own food or they also having another organism as a food. Fungi is totally heterotrophic, मतलब parasaprophytic or parasitic. Plantae are autotrophic, means each and every plant is capable to make its own food by photosynthetic, so it called autotrophic. Now the final one, Animalia. Animalia is heterotrophic. We are also part of this group. A human being also a part of Animalia. We are not able to make our food by our own self. We are using plant. For example, गेहूँ है या फिर कोई मकाई ले लीजिए या फिर कोई भी प्लांट जिसको हम एज ए फूड की एज ए फूड यूज़ करते हैं. सो वी आर heterotrophic, and some animals are saprophytic. They are living on decaying organisms, so they are called saprophytic. So it was all about part of mode of nutrition and classification. So in this lesson we have discussed uh, five kingdom system of Whitaker, which was published in 1968. He has used five types, five special character. One is cell type, second is cell wall, third is nuclear membrane, fourth one is body organization, and last one is mode of nutrition. And he has divided the organism in five kingdom. First one is Monera, second one is Protista, third one is fungi, fourth one is plantae, and fifth one is Animalia. So this was all about how scientists have identified or how scientists have made classification. For example, how Aristotle has worked on classification, how Linnaeus has worked, and how Whitaker has worked on classification. So this was all about scientists who have given their contribution in classification. We will discuss more about this on our next session. Till that, be safe. Bye.